This custom home builder has an impressive Instagram strategy that I wanted to share with everyone. Also, they're kind of managing all of their other platforms in a more passive way, but it works extremely well for them. So I wanted to share what they're doing there. Also, I saw an interesting difference between how they're ranking on regular search results versus AI search results and what I think their brand presence has to do with that. And then I'll also share my thoughts about their branding in general and their website design. So let's dive right in. This video I really liked, 233 likes. They have almost 80,000 subscribers, 25 comments. This is amazing, just high quality engagement. I also wanted to point out this video because it looks like someone spent a lot of time making this for Instagram specifically on their cell phone, but it's an event. And I love that they made this awesome catered event for people. I think that is such a good thing to do as a custom home builder. This is such a high ticket product to be selling in a B2C environment. We don't talk enough about the client experience and providing an amazing experience and really nurturing these long-term relationships with people that haven't even bought from you yet. Side note, but I just love that they did this. They also have other videos and posts that look like they're just for Instagram only. This one has almost 200 likes, tons of quality comments, and this post was shared across all their platforms. So as the summer slows down, it's a great chance, et cetera, et cetera. And that's it. Just great photography, simple. Also in their copy, I like that they tagged all of the other people that work on this. And I think that's a huge thing to note for this company in general. They clearly really care about their reputation and relationships, which is so huge in this industry because it is extremely expensive items that we're selling. So they went across other channels like LinkedIn, did the exact same post as the summer slows down, etc. Just these two great photos. And same with Facebook. They're doing tons of posts. August 29th, 28th, 27th, 25th. So a whole lot of posts on here, and they're actually getting solid traffic on Facebook too. But this is a very passive approach. So they're focusing entirely on Instagram, like this post works really well on Instagram. But then whenever they're able to do an Instagram post on LinkedIn and Facebook as well, they're also doing that. I really like that approach. I feel like it's a T-shaped approach where you're drilling down on one channel and then passively dispersing content to the other channels. I also wanted to point out on their Houzz, my theory continues that we have moved away from Houzz a little bit as an industry. Their last review was December 2022, 2019. I feel like we're just focusing a little bit less as an industry on Houzz for high-end custom homes. I'm really impressed with what they're doing on social media. Now let's check out, I asked Perplexity who are the best high-end custom builders in Minneapolis without actually making it a sentence. And the first thing they said is Hindle Homes, this company. I looked on some AI results for Google, Hindle Homes, top company right there. Also, when I just searched basically the same thing here, let's see. Oh, this is my location based. Okay, let's see what happens. Hindle Homes, first one right here. This is very interesting because when I search the same thing and look at the more traditional Google results, they're a little bit lower on the page. These other builders come up first. I don't think that Hindle is focusing as much on their traditional SEO strategy as these other builders. I think Hindle focuses more on their brand reputation, and they do an amazing job with things like PR and having a broad internet footprint. One big example is here's their homepage, and there's no other text on this homepage. It's just this beautiful video and then their menu. A lot of these other builders probably have either Twin Cities and or Minneapolis custom home builder literally written on their homepage. So they're able to rank a little bit higher. Here's Reddit. Reddit's pretty high in all the posts. When I search their exact location, Excelsior, Minnesota, they're top on Google Maps and they're a little bit higher on the Google search results right here. You can see all of these other builders are ranking for their homepage, but Hindle is ranking for a blog post that they did. So because they've focus so much on building this strong brand, a strong company, a broad internet footprint, a lot of industry trust and recognition, they're able to come out on top despite whatever trend is happening. So people that maybe focused more heavily on technical SEO and less on traditional PR, increasing their brand footprint on the internet, those people will lose traffic as AI search starts to take over. This company has focused a lot on their brand, so they're going to persevere a little bit more. I think that's a great philosophy in general in building a company and thinking about your marketing. There are always little tactics that you can do to jumpstart your success, and you always need to be building a great brand and a great company with a lot of trust. Another side note, Reddit ranks really highly for all of these. Reddit is a great strategy. If you wanted to start ranking in AI really easily, you could probably just go in and comment and talk to people on Reddit or have someone on your team do that. It's super easy. All you need to do is just provide value. So I saw this, who are the best home builders in r/Minneapolis. So I went in and added a comment for them, some promotion on Reddit. We'll see if that does anything. Maybe I'll check back in 6 months. All right, their website. As I mentioned before, their homepage is pretty minimal. I like that they put this very prestigious award prominently on their website. I really like their branding, and I just wanted to call out a couple reasons why a professional designer is worth the money for a luxury brand. And they're both related to contrast. So this was obviously done by a professional interior designer, this image over here. It's all very low contrast. The colors work well together. There's only this little bit of black right here that's all the contrast. And it's similar to this text. This text is not black text. It's a dark gray, and this is even a medium gray. Low contrast is really nice on luxury websites. You don't want an extreme, modern, stark, loud website. You want this website that feels like you're building trust. It feels solid and grounded. And that's something a professional graphic designer will know how to convey visually. Another example of a difficult line to walk is the contrast of scale. A lot of elegant branding has very thin lines and very small elements mixed with very large elements, like these little serifs, the pointy edges of the text, mixed with large text, and then this teeny text right below it. It really makes you feel like you're looking at something large when you have something small contrasting that size. That is a difficult line to walk on a website because it needs to be legible. You need to have the right size font throughout all the different web browsing platforms. A web designer will know how to walk that line when you can get away with teeny little fonts and teeny little lines in your font, and when you need an actual bold font. So, yes, you can launch a business and run it on a template website, but if you're selling multi-million dollar homes, it can really make people subconsciously feel like they can trust you a little bit more. And that's something that this website really does. It builds trust for me. The last thing I wanted to point out is their Meet Our Team page. On the bottom here, they have this section of people they work with, and I really like that they did this. Affiliations. This is an industry that's built on trust. They're really recognizing and leaning into that and boasting about all of the relationships that they've built over the years. I feel like this is a little bit understated, but it probably requires a fair amount of work on their relationships to be able to have this. They need to be able to stand behind all of these people and know that they aren't going to do a bad job and know that they aren't going to represent Hindle Homes incorrectly. So they need to like navigate all the politics of who they do and don't have on here. This is probably pretty hard to maintain, but I really like that they went out and said, here are the people that we work with and that we trust. This is a huge reason that you want to go with the builder because they know who's going to do good work and they curate those people for you. Okay, so to recap everything I like from this micro marketing audit, I like their T shaped social media strategy where they drill down on one channel, focus on other channels passively in a way that works. I like that they invest in their client relationships enough to wine and dine and cater food and host fun, exciting events. It's interesting to think about the future of online search, how to optimize for AI search engines, and lastly, a great graphic designer is sometimes very much worth it. All right, I hope this was valuable. Thanks for watching all the way to the end.